Emotions are running hot.
This is a Senate hearing. We're here to collect evidence.
In the blistering political battle over whether next month's budget should hit gas exporters with a new tax.
You've sat here for an hour telling us how terrible a 25% tax would be for Shell, and yet you won't tell us what that would mean. So in terms of dollar figures. So I'm trying to tell you...
After yesterday hearing from advocates for the tax...
Just do it. In the national interest, just do it and stop the crap.
A Greens-led Senate committee today took evidence from the industry, with Shell's Australia boss warning it could cruel the company's planned future investments.
When that happens, revenues fall, tax receipts fall, jobs get lost, contracts get broken.
I understand the argument, but you won't give us the figures, so it's all it's all bluff and bluster. Could I please? I've got final question.
I categorically reject that there is any bluff or bluster.
Cecile Wake, who was unusually forthright for an energy executive, pushed back against Greens' accusations the industry is profiteering from the war in the Middle East.
If this conflict extends into a global recession, there is no way that any company's profits are going to be going up.
Calls to extract more tax from the industry have grown louder across the political spectrum, including Labor's backbench.
You can't turn a blind eye to missed revenue at a time where it really matters.
The Prime Minister has appeared cool on the idea and has been working instead on sourcing liquid fuel and fertilisers from some of the same Asian suppliers that would be affected by the tax.
Our concentration is on supply. That's what we're focused on, of fuel security here in Australia. But our budget will be handed down on May the 12th, and everyone will see everything that's in the budget there.
In contrast, the opposition leader was emphatic.
The 25% tax will be the end of the industry. I am sure that that is the intent of the people who are talking about this. They want to end the industry. They want gas gone.
The problem for the government is that the gas debate is not taking place in a political vacuum. The government's deliberations about whether to raise taxes on the industry coincides with a dramatic push by Mark Butler to tackle waste, criminality and over-servicing in the sprawling National Disability Insurance Scheme, where spending pressures have become intolerable.
We can't afford for the NDIS to continue growing at its present rate, but far more importantly, we can't afford for the NDIS to fail. Part of the challenge that we face is that the NDIS has become a soft target for shonks and rorters, as well as the worst elements of organised crime.
Mark Butler today admitting the problem with the Gillard and Rudd-era NDIS is the design of the scheme itself, and he's outlined a hefty dose of tough love. He wants to reduce the size of the scheme from 2028 onwards to 600,000 people. The minister also aims to cut average spending growth from this year's 10% pace to just 2% over the next 4 years.
It is scary to face any prospect of change, I know that. But what would be more scary would be a loss of community trust in this scheme.
Some of today's changes will take effect quite quickly, with community support plans to be cut 16% to $26,000 per recipient. And alongside a crackdown on fraud and unregistered providers, the government's main lever will be an overhaul of disability eligibility rules.
The definition of permanent and significant has never really been defined, and it's seen the number of people on the scheme become much larger than what was originally envisaged.
It's all well and good to want to reduce the spending of the NDIS. I think everyone agrees that $50 billion a year and growing is too much, but what a shock today. My heart was breaking listening to that news.
730 understands the reforms are forecast to save about $35 billion over the next 4 years, making it the single biggest saving in next month's budget. But forecasts and budget estimates are not the same as delivery. The hard work is only just beginning.